we're dealing with, huh? All right, guys. In a previous video, I mentioned a tent that I had gotten. This is one I found on the side of the road. Got dumped out of a Jeep in front of me in traffic. Let me finish setting it up. So this is kind of cool. It actually has reflective material on the inside. All right. This is one thing I wanted to point out. Really cool. The door actually has a zipper flap on the inside. Also really cool. Time to set up, is less than a minute. As you can see, I just walked over and popped it up. But I think that's where the cool ends. Anyways, rain flap just goes across top here like this. Makes a little square. Goes just like that, pretty much. It doesn't do anything to protect any windows, which is, I think, is one of the big faults with this unit. Rainfly, more or less, is there to protect the springs in that little tube right there. Which is now to the second part of the video that I think is a fault. These windows. Unlike the door, these windows kind of secure, but only from the outside. Come on. There we go. I don't have a camera person, so one-handed operation is what you're getting. So there it is. Two cheesy little pieces of Velcro holding this big flap down. All right? What's wrong with this picture? First of all, you don't have a rain fly over here, trying to keep some of the water away from the window. So if it does become a downpour, it's just going to go right in, especially if you don't do something about these flaps in the middle of the night before you go to sleep. Secondarily, wind can get behind here, and if wind can get behind here, so can rain. All right? Which is going to make for a really wet night for you. The least they could have done, like I said, and I'll say it again, was they could have put this flap on the inside with a zipper. That'll help somewhat keep you dry. But you can see right now, I've got just a light breeze here in the yard, and it's pulling that flap wide open. It's just a terrible, terrible design. If you are interested in this unit, it's made by Extremus. I know you can't really see the logo, but it's EXTREMUS. A lot of the .coms have stopped carrying this. I did see this one on Amazon, but it comes with a lot of negative reviews, and rightfully so. I mean, I just pointed out a couple of major faults. Do I think it's uninhabitable? No. I mean, I think, being that it's a two-man tent, I mean, it's tiny. I mean, I'm 5'7", and, the peak of this tent comes up probably about 8 or 10 inches below my shoulder, okay? It's kind of short. I think this is something you could probably buy for about, $50 to $100. Put it up in your living room and let your young kids play in it. Or maybe let them dick around in the backyard, especially if you know that there's not going to be any kind of inclement weather that could, spoil their night out in the tent. Would I want to put this with my everyday kit, for emergencies? Like under the back seat of my truck, or, strapped to the bottom of my my go bag? Absolutely not. I mean, there isn't enough protection in this to keep me going, so why in the hell would I want to carry this? It looks good. I mean, they definitely used, some respectable material. Like I said, I've had other tents, none of them had this. It's a reflective material. I mean, it looks like tinfoil with a nylon outside. This is a pretty respectable unit. I just think if they would have just gave it a couple more weeks of development, or maybe spent a couple more dollars on building a better product, we wouldn't be having this conversation, because I'd be out somewhere sleeping in this, and knowing me, I'd forget to film it. But seeing as how I'm just in the yard, whatever. So yeah, there's that. Like I said, it was only a 10-second setup. Probably why this guy left it behind was because of the things I pointed out. Let's tear it down, and I'm going to end this thing, huh? Let's see if it folds up just as fast as it goes together. Yeah, no. This thing sucks putting back together. So, let's try it one more time. Squeeze these together like that. Hold him up. Squeeze the air out of it. And back into its bag it goes. Oh, and in case you were wondering, it does have spikes and looks like some sort of cordage. And there it is back in the bag. Should I keep it? Nah,